At the start of creation, the Lord of the universe, Ishvara, decided to create 8.4 million species. And this 8.4 million species was given duties and responsibilities as well as a time span, how long they will live. So this Lord, Ishvara, who manifested himself as the creator, Lord Brahma, was given this responsibility of creation. So having created 8.4 million species, he invited them for feedback. If anybody had any grievances, they can come forward. Out of the 8.4 million species, 4 of them had some grievance. So therefore, and everybody else was very happy with what their duties and responsibilities and their lifespan was. So these 4 were invited and everybody else, every other species left. So representatives of the 4 had come. And the first person who had grievance, or first species that had a grievance, was the donkey. So donkey came forward and said, "Oh Lord, you have given me 50 years, but non-stop my duties are from early morning sunrise to the sunset. I will be pulling and pushing, carrying burdens on my back, and then I will get to eat some measly grass. And I'll be treated like I have no intelligence. I will be beaten. So, Lord, 50 years is a lot of time, right? And I don't think we can bear 50 years. Please, Lord, reduce it down to 20 years. So, Lord Brahma thought, okay, Mr. Donkey, I'm very happy with your thinking. I grant you 20 years. So be it. And the donkey was so happy and he galloped along and he went. And then Brahmaji thought, who will be the next candidate? And there came man's best friend, the dog. Oh Lord, you have given me 25 years to live. And my responsibilities are what? To guard the house of my master. And I have to be the best friend of my master. And not only that, whatever my master gives me, scraps and bits, etc., I'll have to eat. And I will be at his mercy. I can't just go for a walk myself. I have to wait for him to take me out. Right? When I'm sick or anything, I am at the disposal of my master. So Lord, 25 years is a long time. Please, Lord, just give us 10 years only. So Lord Brahma thought about it. Okay, I shall grant you your wish. So therefore you shall live about 10 years. And the dog wagging his tail, he was very happy, little barking along, he went. Then came the monkey. The monkey came forward and he pleaded, oh Lord Brahma, you have given me 20 years to live. And what do I do? Where do I live? I live on trees. And I will be swinging from one tree to the one branch to the another. And then I'll be doing my tricks. And I have to become an entertainer. And how much can one do, Bhagwan? 20 years is too long. Can you also make my life 10 years? Just like our friend the dog? Please. And Lord Brahma thought, okay, tathastu, so be it. you may live for 10 years. And the monkey was so happy that he was jumping around and swinging everywhere, and he happily went. And finally, God's main creation, the best of his creation, the most intelligent of his creation, came to him. And who was that? That was man, human being. And the representative of human being, the man came in front of him. And he said, oh Lord, 25 years you have given us. And you have given us a body, a mind, an intellect. You've given us discrimination. You've given us the power to remember. You've given us the power to think outside the box. You've given us the ability to make choices. But 25 years, Lord. And Lord Brahma thought, 25 years is good. But the man said, oh Lord, you have given me less time. By the time I start living my life, learning about life, 25 years will just go like that. Everything will come to an end. Once I've started learning only, when I start thinking that I can progress in the happiness that I have as a youth. But 25 years will go like that. So please, Lord, 25 years is not enough. So what to do? So Lord Brahma thought, all these other three wanting lesser, but this fellow person wants more time. But so Lord Brahma said, are you sure you want more time? Right? And the man said, yes, I'm very sure. And Lord, you don't have to create new time for us. You took away time from the donkey. You took away time from the dog. You took away time from the monkey. Why don't you just give us those times that you have given them? Why don't you just add it to our life? So Lord thought. Again he asked man, are you sure you want to take on their lifespan also? And the man said, yes, please Lord, I plead with you. At least I will have 80 years at my disposal. So the Lord said, okay, since you are so much pleading with me, I shall grant you. Tathastu. So be it. You shall get 30 years of the donkey. You will get 15 years of the dog. You will get 10 years of the monkey. So in total, you will have 80 years. Man was so satisfied. He was so happy and so excited because he got this bonus life. And he was jumping up and down and he went. And Lord Brahma, with his foreheads, with his hands on his cheeks, on his chin, thought, what is the plight of man now? First 25 years, he would live happily, youthfully, doing whatever he likes, with no responsibilities, and only responsibility is to study, but that also he will enjoy it. And he will claim that these are the best years of his life. Then comes the next 30 years of his life, which what? He has taken from the donkey. So therefore, he will have to act like a donkey, working and carrying all the burden and stresses of the family, paying off his mortgage, looking after the family's desires, looking after the society's desires, also looking at what will society say, even though society will do different things according to whenever they feel like doing, but what will they say? So trying to comply with this changing attitude, hypocritical attitude of society. So 30 years he will live. So now it will take him up to his 55 years. Then next 15 years. Now that 55. Now, so that our retirement is increased also, it fits in quite well. That for the next 15 years, from 55 to 70, what will he do? He will be guarding his wealth. He will be guarding his house. He will be guarding his possessions, eating whatever is given to him, so that in his old age he will have some nest egg, something left behind. And then the last 10 years of his life, even though he has thought he has collected all of this nest egg of wealth, etc., not realizing that his children will slowly scrape away that. And so, with very little with him in his last 10 years of his life, he will live like a monkey, going from one house to the another, one son or daughter's house to another. From one to the other, he will be pushed around, jumping from one to the other. And then when he gets there, he has to do his tricks, do magic shows, tell stories. He can't live a peaceful life. That all these years he's worked like a donkey, guarded like a dog, but now thought he can rest. But no, one after the other. And then in those houses he has to do tricks and entertain these people. And if he doesn't have any benefit, he will be sitting in some corner only. And this is the life that majority of the people go through. Unless we start inquiring into what is the purpose of our life. And unless this inquiry comes, our life will be like this only. 25 years of youthfulness, 30 years of a donkey, 15 years of a dog, 10 years of a monkey. This is what our life will be. But if we can start inquiring to what is the purpose of life and watching everybody around us, many of us feel deluded and think that it would never happen to us. But in reality, there is high chances that we will live like this. So therefore, a little bit of inquiry, if it comes, let us start thinking, what is the purpose of life? And Lord Krishna in the Gita says, such a people who inquire are rare indeed. Ascharyavat pashyati kaschidedam. But having seen, what is their condition? They do nothing about it. Having heard, they do nothing about it. So now let us start inquiring. What is the purpose of life? So therefore in Vivekachudamani, Shankaracharya says that getting this human birth itself is very rare. He says, Shatakoti Janma. Sounds like a big number. It is a big. Hundreds of millions of years it has taken us to evolve to become a human being. So therefore, all of us sitting in this room are indeed blessed that we have come so far in our evolution. Now, what should we do with that? So having got a human life, then he says, one who has the courage to even think of what? Think of, is there more to life than the life that man lives right now? Which is how youthful, donkey, dog, monkey. To have that courage to think. Because even to think, it is very difficult. It is very rare that people inquire into it. Now, having inquired into it is even more rarer than that, is one who understands that inquiry, what is more to life, to go and find the answers to it. And so you all sitting here are rarer than those who just thought is their more to life. Because you have come, you have brought your children, you brought your teenagers, you brought yourself to these Balvihar family program classes. Because you want to know what is the purpose of life, how to live in this world, how to go through life, but not go through life like a donkey, dog, and a monkey and haphazardly live whatever we feel like living in youth, but how to live our life in such a way that we bring happiness to ourselves and bring happiness to the world. So they were coming to these Chinmaya classes. You are indeed aware. And then those people who come to classes but are very consistent. Because very important is to be consistent. If you're not consistent, then we will go back to our old ways of being the haphazard youth, the donkey, the dog, and the monkey life. So therefore, consistency in our attendance in class is indeed rare. Now ask yourself, the last time you missed class, was it because you were not able to come due to sickness or some emergency that has taken place? Or is it because of some habit of some other priority, which will put you back into the haphazard youth, donkey, monkey, dog life? Or was it an emergency that you could not have got out of, which you could have postponed so you would not miss the class? Remember, this is a very rare opportunity. Now, having come to class, having the opportunity to spend time with a spiritual teacher, a guru. Now, when Pujya Swamiji comes, whenever we have these special yagnas or special retreats and sessions, when we have that during the times when I come or Pujya Swamiji comes, how many of us take that time off? Because it's rare to spend time with such Mahatmas like Pujya Swamiji, etc. How many of us took time off so that we can come and bask in the grace of such great Mahatmas and gain this knowledge and ask our questions? Somebody asked Pujya Gurudev, if all the information, all this knowledge is in the books, and now youngsters also ask, all the knowledge is on Google, why do we need a guru? And so Gurudev said, why don't you go and ask your question to the book? A living presence, a living guru is necessary for us so that we can tune with that master, and that master can give us what is required for us. So that they know what exactly to give us, so that we can lift ourselves to the epitome of what the scriptures want us to gain. And what is it that scriptures want us to gain? Permanent, everlasting happiness, permanent, everlasting existence, and all-knowing knowledge. This is what is being promised by the scriptures. But at this moment, our condition is what? Joy, sorrow. Up and down life. Youth, haphazard youth, donkey, dog, monkey. That is what our life is. But to lift us from our current existence to that epitome that I am happy all the time. And I function in this world with that happiness only. Now, when you function with happiness, imagine what type of work we will all be doing for ourselves and for the world. So therefore, having got a guru also who will come to us. Now, how many of us would have realized that for Chinmaya Mission Brisbane to be, that great master Swami Chinmayananda had to leave the Himalayas and come down to us. So therefore, we did not go to Swami Chinmayananda, but Swami Chinmayananda came to us and started the Chinmaya Mission globally. And hence we have Chinmaya Mission Brisbane. This is a very rare opportunity that the Guru himself came to us. And then through him, his disciples came to us as our Guru. And when we have such a master Guru in front of us, and we don't take the opportunity to gain that knowledge, to remove our doubts, and to gain that special blessings and grace from that Guru, is what a great loss of opportunity. So therefore, you have already experienced by watching all our children, youth, and adults performing today, offering what they have learned, showcasing what they have learned for all of us. And we also have been gaining. So we all know what are the possible benefits. So therefore, for this year, let us take it upon ourselves that given that we have got such a rare opportunity of having human birth, having the courage to ask the question, having the even greater courage to actually attending a class, having that rare opportunity to meet a teacher who can guide you, having that Guru who can guide you. Let us make the full opportunity by attending our classes regularly. Other things can wait, because this knowledge of the scriptures, and then when you apply that in your life and you will learn the applications, first of all, learn the knowledge. As you learn and reflect on the knowledge, it will become part of you. And when it becomes part of you, you can start thinking with that knowledge. And with that knowledge, your choices are guided. And when your choices are guided, what beautiful actions will come out when you follow that knowledge. So therefore, be consistent with your classes. Be resistant to temptations when it takes you away from the classes. Whenever your Guru comes to town, make sure that everything else is left behind. And you're like a bee buzzing around the flower, trying to take the nectar from the Guru. Because the Guru has something which we don't have. So therefore, spend time trying to take it. Through your inquiry, through your questions, through your listening, and through your seva. So therefore, take that opportunity. Don't shy back. Put yourself right in there and do your service. Prepare your mind. Attend your classes. Be regular at it. Write down your questions if you've got any questions. You're welcome to email me, message me, call me. I'm very accessible. You can remove your doubts, and hence the knowledge of who you really are Where is that permanent happiness? Where is that love in the heart? All of that will come to reveal to us. And our life, as that happens, our life around us will also change. So, therefore, don't try to live like everybody else who are, over a period of time, will start being that youth who's doing whatever it feels like to. The donkey, the dog life, the monkey life. This is what normal people will do. Gurudev says, don't do the same things, same actions, but do it differently. So therefore, the actions look the same, but the attitude in which you do those actions is different. So therefore, by coming to these classes, we're not going to stop doing our duties. We will actually come to know what are our duties and how to do those duties, how to do it well, how to do it that it makes a big difference in the world, and it will make a big difference in one's own purification, one's own upliftment. So therefore, these Chinmaya classes, this human body, you are so blessed. So therefore, take the blessings and uplift yourself to your epitome, which is permanent, everlasting.